Why do people want to go to college? Have you guys ever heard that from a family member, maybe more than likely from your mom or your dad, who think you got to go to college? Did you grow up like that? You got to go to college. You got to get a degree. So let me tell you why, speaking about myself, by the way, why Mexicans, especially old school Mexicans, and I think this is for all Hispanics, but I'm going to speak about myself, Mexicans. Why do Hispanics grow up thinking they have to go to college? You have to go to college. That's the only way to be successful, because your parents tell you you got to go to college. That's the only way you're going to be successful. You got to get your degree, make $60K a year, and get a job. And that's going to give you security. You're going to get benefits. You're going to get a 401k. You'll get an increase. You guys know how much increases are? When you have a job, hourly salary, whatever it is, you get a 2% increase, 3%. How are you going to grow like that? Why do people tell you you got to go to college? I'm a college dropout. I hated school. I hated first grade. I hated fifth grade, 10th grade, 12th grade. I hated college. The only thing I liked about elementary school and middle school and high school were the girls. I love the girls. I've always loved women. I'm attracted to women. I love women. I think women are beautiful. I love them. Now I'm married. I love my wife. And I have 2 little girls. I love them. But I love the girls. I was attracted to them. That's the only good thing about middle school, high school, and elementary school. I couldn't get any girls. That's a different story. College, I was introduced to alcohol. And now girls with alcohol, ooh, that's a different level of thinking. If you guys and girls know what I mean, okay? So those are the only things I liked about college and school. Only good thing. So why would you go to school, spend 12 years, and then go to college, spend another 4 years or more, depending on what you're going to study? Some people are in school after high school, they're in school 10 years or more or less to become a doctor, a lawyer. I don't know. Why do you do that? Why would you do that? Especially right now. My girls are not going to go to traditional school. Never. Never. You'll have to kill me before that. Because I don't believe in that. Now, I'm not saying before you get mad or you're watching this and you're saying, oh, well, I went to school. I have all these degrees. Good for you. Good for you. It's worked for you. But I'm talking about the masses. In today's world, what worked for me, I didn't go to school. I dropped out of college. I have a lot of people with degrees that work for me. I lost count already, but I have a lot of degrees that work for me, that are employed by this dumbass that was called a dumbass. I don't think I'm a dumbass, by the way, but people called me a dumbass because I didn't go to school, because I didn't get a degree, because I dropped out, because I used to get D's and F's in all the way from first grade till 12th. All the kids that grew up with me, they are making 60K. Maybe some a little bit more, maybe some a little bit less. Maybe some are even making 80K. Good for you. You know, but you guys are broke. You guys can barely pay the bills. You guys are in a lot of debt. Some of you guys are in jail. Some of you guys are not doing too good. Some of you guys quit. Most of you guys are out of shape. You don't take care of your body. You don't keep learning, and you look defeated. And I'm talking to you guys that grew up with me. You guys that used to call me loser or a dumbass or Alberto, he doesn't know what he's doing. Why is he getting into real estate? Well, you guys are watching this, I'm sure. I got a big following, so you're watching me. And you're probably thinking like, wow, man, you know what? Albert wasn't that quite of a dumbass. Albert kind of had dreams. Albert fought for his dreams. Albert went all in. Albert took some risks. Albert made it happen. And You might be watching this and you're thinking, you know what? Maybe I'm jealous of Albert. Maybe I'm envious of Albert. Or maybe I'm going to start listening to Albert. Or maybe you became a fan. And my point here is not to trash college, because that's not what I'm doing. But I'm just telling you, somebody posted a comment and asked me, talk about this. Why do we grow up with this mindset that you have to go to school and make $60K and work for somebody else, as opposed to growing up with a mindset of I'm gonna become a millionaire, I'm gonna become a billionaire, I'm gonna build $1 trillion company, I'm gonna employ a lot of people, I'm gonna help a lot of people, I'm gonna have $1 million watch, I'm gonna have a $3 million car, I'm gonna have a $100 million home, I'm gonna have a private jet, I'm gonna have an island, I'm gonna buy an island, why not? Why don't you think big? Why? I think it all comes down to the mindset. Okay, so a lot of us, we grow up with a fucked up mindset that is adopted by our parents that grew up with a fucked up mindset. Now, it's not your parents' fault. That's just how they grew, and that's what they know, and that's what they teach you. And what you have to do is you have to unlearn all that stuff, which is what I did. I grew up with my parents telling me, this is the way you do it. And guess what? My parents love me. I love my parents, but my parents are experts in different things. They're not experts in how to start a business because they never started a business. They're not experts in real estate because they didn't invest in real estate. So everybody has great information, but you have to watch, well, they're great at information. What kind of information? So Hispanics, we grew up like that, okay? And the mindset, you got to shift it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, Albert, so if I'm employed by somebody, maybe you're watching this and maybe I employ you. Maybe you're one of my employees. Maybe you're an employee to someone else. And you're thinking, Albert, well, okay, well, all of this that I heard, I'm kind of down right now. You're putting me down, Albert. So what do I do? Do I have any hope? My answer is yes, a lot of hope. Why? First of all, because you have me as the leader. I take care of my people. I love loyal people. I give and give and give, and I'm very extremely generous. More than anybody, I think. I think so. In the world. I think I'm going to be the greatest. I don't think I'm going to be the greatest. I know I'm going to be the greatest ever. That's the way I think, and it might scare people. You might be thinking, oh, Albert, you're crazy. But people have been calling me crazy ever since I said I hated school, ever since I hated elementary, ever since I was 6 years old, when I used to tell everybody I'm going to get a Ferrari and I'm going to live in Beverly Hills. People thought I was crazy. People never thought I was going to fly private. People never thought I was going to do what I'm doing right now. I mean, I live in Bel Air. I have everything that I ever dreamed of. I have health, a beautiful family. People never thought I was going to be a good dad, a good husband, a good father. Look at me now. So what I'm saying is, it all starts with the mindset right here, the mindset. So if you hang out during the weekends with people that are at a lower level than you, then they're going to bring you down to that lower level. When you go to work on Mondays, then you're lowered, and then you got to get lifted again. So it doesn't matter how much I lift you, or Sil lifts you, or your boss or your leader lifts you, if you go back on the weekends and you're spending time with people that are lower quality than you. Look, it all starts with that. Your off time, after hours, after work, before work, weekends. Maybe I'm not saying completely get rid of people, including family members, but maybe little by little, start hanging out with people that are better than you. Start hanging out with people that are smarter than you. Start hanging out with people that know more than you, that know things that you don't know yet. And start learning, as opposed to hanging out with the same people that are just going to bring you down. You're not going to get any better by hanging around with these people during your off time. You got to hang out with people that are better than you. And that's going to get your mindset growing and getting better, getting stronger. Now, Albert, if I'm an employee now, how can I create millions? Okay, I'm going to give you two reasons, like 2 ways of creating millions, 2 ways. With me, or with your boss, or with your leader. If this is you, if you're an employee and you're stuck and you're like, oh, Albert, so I kind of messed up. I'm already an employee and I'm not an entrepreneur and I'm an employee. Okay, so this is how you do it. Number one is you have to invest in knowledge. I just said it right now. Start hanging out with people that are better than you. Start now. Okay, number two, how do you do it? Read books, go to seminars, audiobooks. Okay, so you have to invest in knowledge. Now when you invest in knowledge, then what do you do? Well, when you get knowledge, that's when you start learning all the things that I learned. So number one, going back to number one, I keep saying that, but so if you're an employee and you invested in knowledge, you have the right leader, you have a right mentor. Let's say I'm your mentor. Okay, so you're making good money. You're working hard. You're performing well. You're getting some bonuses. You're making good money. You qualify for a home. Go buy a home. The best thing you could do is not buy a home. Buy 4 units. Because FHA allows you to put 3.5% down, whether you buy 1 unit or 4 units. Why not get 4 units when you could live in one property and then you're going to get 3 rentals from the other 3 units? You're going to get 3 rents. You're going to get 3 forms of income. And that's going to pay for your house. And you're going to live there for free. And guess what? You keep this house for 5 years, 10 years, and you buy another one. And you'll become a millionaire in 5 to 10 years. Just buy real estate and hold. Don't worry about the rates. Don't worry about the prices dropping. Prices drop every 10 years a little bit, and then they go up a lot. And they continue to, it's the same cycle. They go up a little bit, they go up a lot. They go up a little bit, they go up a lot. Real estate is never going to be, you're never going to find a house in Burbank, depending where you're watching this, but Burbank prices used to be $90,000 in the 1990s. Now you won't find anything for less than $1 million in Burbank. Why? Because real estate appreciates. It always goes up. It's always going vertically up. Does it have little? Yeah, it does, but it's always going like that. So you want to invest in real estate. You get your 60K, your 80K job, or more or less, or somewhere in the middle. And whenever you make a lot of sales, or you get compensated with bonuses, or you know, get that money, save it, because you only need 3.5% down to buy a house. If you can't buy 4 units, buy 3 units. If you can't buy 3 units, buy 2 units. If you can't buy 2 units, buy 1 unit. One house is better than no house. Most people, they spend all their check. They work hard all week, 8 hours, and then you go spend your paycheck. You go spend your bonus. You go spend your money hanging out with the losers for the weekend, after hours. You spend your check on losers, and that's why you're losing. You're hanging out with people that are worse than you. Get with people that are smarter than you. Save your money and buy a house. Buy real estate. Real estate is the best investment you'll ever make in your life. I know a lot of people that are losing money in a lot of other investments right now. They're not doing too well. What's going on with stocks? What's going on with crypto? What's going on with your 401k? Is it a little bit lower than it was a few months ago? I think so, right? So instead of listening to dumb people that you have to go to college, you have to get a degree, you have to get security and benefits and 401k, that is good for nothing. You want to retire when you're 62, 63. I don't even know what age retirement is, because I never plan on retirement. Social Security, money, it's not going to be there. So learn from the right people. And this is my thoughts on why we grow up with a 60K mindset. You got to go to college. And if you did this already and you're an employee, I just told you how to become a millionaire or a multimillionaire. And I said 2 ways, okay? The other way that I almost forgot, because I'm just going through my mind. I'm ranting right now. I'm just going on an open conversation here. The other way is if you unite with somebody like Albert and Sil or any other person, and they're growing a $1 trillion company, and you get a little piece, you get 0.5%, you get 1%, you get 5%, maybe more, maybe less. That's going to be millions, if not billions of dollars. And how do you get that? By being loyal, by being ethical, by earning equity, owning shares of the company that's going to become $1 trillion company. That's another way to become really wealthy as an employee. All right. So having said that, guys, and girls and ladies, please like, subscribe, and comment below. What do you want me to cover next? Give me a question. You see my success. I want to share. I want to give, because the more you give, the more you get. Love you guys and have a great weekend. Kill it. Love your family. Make a lot of money and share it.